Hey, welcome back to the Drum Rundown. We're today on the road in Memphis, Tennessee at the FedEx Forum, and I am here with the legend, Charlie Benante. Man, what a treat and what a pleasure it is to hang out with you, man, and get to sit behind this awesome kit. Saw it last night in Nashville, and I'm going to say it, loudest kit on the road right now.
Loudest.
It was thunderous. It sounded awesome, and it's going to sound awesome tonight. Talk to me about what you got up here.
This kit is a Tama kit. There's two of these kits. This is the maple black chrome one, and it consists of 14, 15, 16, 18, 20 gong drum, and this is my signature snare drum. It's a stainless steel snare drums, 14 by 6.5, and it cracks. I love this drum so much. Cymbals, of course, are Paiste, and there's a lot of roods up here. They cut through a lot of that heavy guitar tone, you know, bass. I've loved them. I've played roods since early 80s, and I'll never stop.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting it done in your other project, obviously. When you approach Pantera's music, does any of these cymbal choices kind of change to kind of get those records done in a certain way, or to like cut through different kinds of guitars and tones?
So the most important thing for the Pantera sound, cymbal-wise, was the ride. Vinnie had a very distinctive ride sound. It was a heavy bell, and it cut through. It was very metallic. So when I went to Paiste about it, and they made a mega bell ride, which was a 20. I didn't feel it was big enough. It didn't have the right tone, so they made me this prototype. It's a bigger cymbal, and it cuts through everything. When you hear, it just has that tone, you know. Vinnie had, like myself, I have two Chinas on this side. This is my favorite China of all time. This is a Novo China, and with Anthrax I have an 18 and a 20. With them, with Pantera, I have two 20s. This is a 20-inch Novo Rude China. Different sound, a little bit heavier, but it sounds so awesome. It just crushes. This is a stack cymbal. I use it for the song This Love because I didn't want to sample that swish sound, so I'd rather do it more, you know, with an acoustic. You know, when you hear it out there, it sounds just like that. It's great. And that's basically it.
The sticks, we got to talk about the sticks because they're such an interesting shape and design.
Okay, so this is my signature stick that Vic Firth made me. With Anthrax, I would crash ride a lot, and my sticks would just dwindle down to nothing. So I came up with this idea of having more up front here, less, you know, just because when I'm crash riding all night, this doesn't go anywhere. I don't break many sticks, and it's just changed the way I play too. Yeah. So.
And what was the reason to keep the shoulder and the tip kind of in that skinnier?
I saw a couple years ago, there was a signature stick that I saw, and I loved it. It had almost a similar design, and I just wanted it beefier, more like testosterone, basically. And it worked for me. It worked really well. And like I said, I could crash ride all night. This doesn't go anywhere. So that was the basic. And Vic do this dip. Instead of wrapping your sticks with, like, I used to use the tennis wrap. Right. But this is a dip, and when it dries, it just has this great grip to it. Sticks don't leave anywhere. Yeah. Because you're moving fast. Just give me.
Yeah, you got the callus, right? Yeah. For sure. And I want to talk about it because it's super cool, and I love it. Double kick, single pedals, two singles. I love it.
I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of the double pedal, but I like more of that independent attack. I don't like, if the beaters, if you're going really fast on one kick drum, I find that sometimes the notes aren't as defined as they would be on two separate kick drums. So And it just looks cooler anyway, you know, 2 double kicks, you know.
Looks rad.
People think I have 4, but that's just, see,
Yeah.
and some asshole today on Instagram said something like Ross, the photographer Ross Halfin, posted a picture, and this guy's like, why the fuck does he need 4 kick drums? It's like, why not? It's like, I don't understand. One of my idols is Alex Van Halen. Alex would have this enormous kit, and if you're someone all the way out there and you're looking at the kit from afar, it just looks cool, so fuck you.
Yeah, and the Griptape is skate tape, right?
Always.
Always skate tape. We were sitting down with Tom Hunting the other day, and he said he stole that from you.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I mean, it just made sense, because back in the day, Scott especially would skateboard a lot. We used to have our boards out with us, and we would have to put that to grip, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't I just put that on my kick drums? Because back in the day, too, people would throw fucking shit up on stage, and then sometimes my kit would be covered with, like, liquid, and then you would slide off the kick drum. But with that, I don't slide anymore, so throw all you want. Okay.
If you can reach it up here. And the beater.
Oh, these beaters, I've had them forever. They're wooden beaters by Danmar, and I used to play felt. Who didn't play felt beaters, you know? And I like the feeling of it, but I didn't get the attack. So let's say I'm having a night where my monitors aren't so great, and I need to hear the attack of the kick drum, you know? These are the greatest things. You hear them, you feel them. But I'll tell you a funny story. This is going way back now. I would play a show, and I'd come backstage, and my shins would be bleeding because the beaters were hitting. But I didn't feel it. You know, the adrenaline's going, and I'll never forget. It was like, dude, your leg's bleeding. I'm like, what the fuck? So I started wearing these like soccer socks, and it protects my shins from them.
Yeah.
We do have the triggers too on this, that Eddie front of house. He kind of blends it in a little bit, kind of enhances that sound, because the other key ingredient to this whole sound is these are Vinnie's drum sounds that we are sampling, that we're triggering. So I got Vinnie's actual sounds, and we put them in the Roland brain, and when you hear it out in front of house, it's the live and a little bit of Vinnie in it too. So it just adds that kind of attack to it. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's a cool way to honor the music and honor the records and to honor Vinnie, is to have those tones, man. It's important.
Think about it. If I came out here and the kit sounded different, if it was tuned up high, I just wouldn't sound like them. You know, that was very important to me, to be authentic and just have that sound, the quality of those tones is just, you can't deny it. When you hear it, you close your eyes, it's like, oh, that sounds like Pantera.
Yeah.
So that was my goal.
That's awesome. The Evans Onyx heads are just such a slick look with the black, the murdered out. What got you there? So
on the last tour, we weren't using these, but I said, let's throw these back on this tour. I just like the way they sound. They feel better, sound better, and they last a lot longer, and they look cool.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, man, Evans heads, if you're not using Evans heads, go buy 1 or 2 and then try them, and then tell me that you didn't hear a significant difference from them and the other brands that have drum heads. I think Evans above everybody.
That's cool. Well, we were talking about it on the way in. We couldn't think of somebody better to sit up here and to honor Pantera. It's a very cool. I mean, when it was announced that you were doing it, it's like, it makes so much sense, man. So we appreciate you, and we appreciate your time today.
Oh, thank you. Anytime. Sitting
here with the Drum Rundown. This is the Charlie Benante of Anthrax, and now Pantera, because Pantera's fucking back. Let's go.
Crazy, man.
Drum Rundown. We'll see y'all on the next one.